gets in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. In the red area, it's Miller. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Howard. Trying to get to him. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll pull it down and run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready.
Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The hand to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but He plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, if these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
And after 3, we're all tied up.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. And is sucked out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throwing right. Makes a connection. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to run it, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Working the middle. It's complete. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He'll try to do it himself. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Of 5 yards on the play.
Quarterback will audible. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.